Hello, and in this video we're talking about how to do some basic income tax calculations, and I think this is fantastic that it's in the GCSE as a sort of a topic, because it's very useful for you in the future to work out your income tax and just how taxation works with the sort of various income brackets and the tax rates. Unfortunately, I don't think I've ever seen a question that actually does this mechanic in the exam. They tend to ask more straightforward questions on percentage change or on compound interest. But it's still important to know it, because the 1 year that I say, oh, it's never come up before, don't bother, will be the 1 year that they throw it in. So let's have a look how income tax works. So certainly in most countries, and certainly if they do put questions in the exam, it works on a taxable bracket. And so how much you earn depends, how much you pay in tax depends on how much you earn. The more you earn, the more tax you pay, but you pay the money in each bracket. So if you earn 50 grand, okay, so in this bracket, you don't pay 22% of the 50k, you only pay the 22% of what you earn above that tax limit. And that kind of makes sense, because if you have a situation, which a lot of countries do, where there's a free tax limit, so let's say you can earn up to £10,000 and pay no tax, and then above that you pay 20% tax. So that means if you earned £999 in the year, you would pay zero tax. And if you earned £10,000, you pay zero tax. Well, that's pretty good. So all the way up there. And if you earn £20, you still pay zero tax. Any amount up to 10,000, you're paying nothing. But as soon as you earn £1 more, suddenly you're having to pay £200 in tax. So there'd be no incentive for this person to earn that extra pound. They'd sort of actually say to their employer, no, don't pay me that, because then I'm going to lose a lot more money. So that's not how it works at all. That 10,000 with no tax is always with no tax, and you only pay 20% on that £1. So if you earn £1,001, you deduct the free amount of money that you get, the tax-free money that you get. I said 10,000 here, and then I started missing off my last zero, sorry. So so you earn £10,001, then you deduct the 10,000 that you get for free, and that leaves you with £1 that's taxable, and you pay 20%, so you pay 20 pence in tax on that £1. Now in this situation, this one, I just googled tax brackets, and this came up. It's dollars, so it could be America, but I can't remember. I didn't look, I just wanted a table of numbers. Okay, let's look at various amounts of money that you might earn. Let's say $5,000, $15,000, and $50,000. So if you earn $5,000, you're in this bracket here. Okay, you've earned sort of almost just over middle of this bracket, so you pay 10% tax. So the amount of tax you pay is simply 10% of that, which is nice and easy, it's 500. You just times that by 0.1 and you get the tax. For 15 grand though, you get the first 9,875 you pay 10% on, and then the rest you pay 12%. So you have to split it. You have to say, okay, well, let's take away the 9,875. So 15,000 minus the 9,875. Those are zeros. I'm sorry, terrible handwriting. They're not sixes. Okay, so my calculator into normal mode. 1,5,1,2,3 minus 9,875 gives us 5,125, which means the tax we're going to pay is on the first amount. We're going to pay 10%, so we're going to get, that's easy, just times by 0.1, so we're going to get 987.5, and then we have to pay 12% on the earnings above that limit. So it's then going to be plus 5125 times 0.12. And then we can just put that in the calculator. We can just say 987.5 plus 5125 times 0.12. And the grand total of tax you need to pay is 1602.5. Now, if you're in the third bracket, well, then we need to pay 3 different amounts of tax. We're going to get our 9875 times 10%. We're going to get this amount, okay, because we've gone over, so it's the full amount of this, the full amount here, so we need to know what that is. So let's get the calculator up again. So in this bracket, we've got this minus 98775, because yes, I know it says £1 there, but we need to take away, it's just because they'll round it, so you know, you won't worry about the pence. If you earn that and a bit of pence, they'll just charge you in the 10%. It's only when you get to that point. So we do need to pay for that £1, so that's why we're taking off that amount there. So this amount we're paying at 12%. That's the amount of money in this band if it's full, which it is because we've actually gone into the next band, times, well, actually, let's write that down, because we're writing it down as a calculation. So plus 30250 times 0.12 plus, and then the amount that we've got left is what we're going to pay 22% on. So get the calculator, and I had 50,000, take away the amount that we've already paid in the lower bound. So I missed off the 0, 0125. So the amount extra I have in here, well, that's just a coincidence that that's 9875, you know, that just happens to be because of the way they've balanced their bands out and the number that I chose. So don't read anything to the fact that that's the same. That's just what's left. It could have been $10, it could have been, you know, 20,000, but there we are. So it happens to be that. So it's also going to be 9875 times, and this time we have to pay 22% on this now. And we put all that into the calculator and press equals, and it'll tell us our total amount of income tax. But as that's just typing it into the calculator, I'll leave that for you to do yourself. Now, hopefully you can see that it's not a difficult calculation at all. You just have to say, you know, how much money have I got? Where am I up to on the bands? And if I earned more than 85,000, I'd just, you know, go into the next band. And of course, you fill these bands before you move them. So actually what most places do is they say, well, if you're past this band, then I know it's going to be $987.5. In fact, that's what this table did. If I uncrop it, then you can see that this just says 10% of whatever your income is. This one has already worked out, well, if you filled that band, it's this amount plus 12% of what you earn over that limit. And here they've already worked out that this plus this is £4,617.50, and then 22% of however much you've got above that limit. So these are always the same when you fill them, and you can just add them all up and then just work out the last one. Of course, in a GCSE exam, if they do ask this, you won't know what these values are unless they tell you. So if they just give you the table like I did, you'll have to split it up and work them all out like I showed you. Hopefully that's relatively clear. If not, you can ask questions in the comments below. And for now, cheerio.